With COVID-19 going around, the so-called immunity boosters like vitamin C and zinc practically went out of stock in India. So, do they really prevent infections? And how much is the exact amount we need to consume every day in order to achieve this? Let's talk about vitamin D first. We all know that vitamin D is made in skin and the rich source is sunlight. But let me tell you that about 80 to 90% of Indians are seen to be deficient in vitamin D according to some studies. So this could be down to the dark skin, polluted air, and number of other factors. Vegetarians are very commonly deficient in vitamin D because remember the rich source of vitamin D in food is fish and cod liver. So how much is sufficient? Well, the guidelines say that at least 30 nanogram per ml of vitamin D in your blood and above is thought to be sufficient. Now, it's quite impossible to get that just through diet and sunlight. So, I've made a list of foods that are rich in vitamin D and what is the degree of supplements that we need to consume every day. So, for our adults, it's about 1,000 to 2,000 international unit per day. For older children and adolescents, it's up to 1,000 international unit per day. And for babies to the year of 5 years, it's actually 400 to 800 international unit per day. So if you're planning to take supplements of vitamin D, then make sure that this is something that you are aware of and you take the appropriate amount for your age. So vitamin D supplementation for all Indians is a must. So the daily requirement of vitamin C is somewhere between 75 to 90 milligram per day for adults and from 20 to 75 milligram per day for children. It may be a little bit more for pregnant and breastfeeding women. So how do we achieve that through our diet? Now remember, vitamin C is not stored in our body and it actually can be destroyed by cooking or prolonged heating. So it's quite important to consume raw fruits and vegetables in order to get sufficient amount of vitamin C. And in fact, if you remember 5 a day of fruits and vegetables, it can actually provide you more than sufficient up to 200 milligram of vitamin C per day. So here is a list of foods that you can actually have a look at your leisure to see how you can top up your vitamin C in your diet. Zinc is quite an essential mineral for cellular functions, building immune system, and also for healing. To get sufficient amount of zinc through vegetarian diet is quite difficult, and the required daily amount is somewhere between 8 to 11 milligram per day for an adult and between 3 to 8 milligram per day for child. So again, here is the list that I've made for you to just have a look and see how you can actually get zinc through your diet. And you'll be surprised to see some of the things you can actually easily incorporate to get good amount of zinc in your diet. So there is no concrete evidence to say that taking all these supplements can actually prevent you getting an infection. But studies do suggest that these supplements or making sure that your levels are up to date can actually prevent you getting severe infection. So getting all this knowledge, I hope, helps you to understand how much vitamins or supplements do you need and how much you need to top up through your diet or tablets.